good morning to you viewers. I hope you're fine wherever you are. Welcome to Talk to Africa. My name is George. With the entry of Kalonzo Musyoka into Azimio, already we are seeing cracks emerging in Azimio. Where is Azimio headed to with all these kind of side shows? Is this just a beginning of other bigger problems into Azimio? Is this what the Azimio government will be all about when they enter into power?
We have looked at the document that they have prepared as a coalition agreement. We have not been given that document to go through. We have been shown, some of our people have been shown, and we are not even allowed to look at it for a long time, and we expected to sign to it.
This issue of the running mate, I assure you, it's going to be a big problem in Azimio, given that most of these people in Mount Kenya are just quiet and watching what is happening in Azimio, which will determine their voting pattern. And if you ask me, I would say the Mount Kenya region will vote as one block. I assure you, it will be a big majority that will vote as one block. They are either going to vote for Azimio or they are going to vote for Kenya Kwanza. Only 30% will be shared or go to the opposing side. Will this factor of the deputy presidency of Kalonzo Musyoka avoid the votes that were supposed to be obtained from Mount Kenya and actually bring them back to square one? I don't understand why obvious problems that were there in Eastern Kenya or Eastern have actually been carried as is and actually brought into Azimio to play out in Azimio, a movement that had already gathered momentum. What is so difficult, so hard, unpredictable, or sophisticated that Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta could not foresee before Kalonzo joined Azimio and let that thing enter into Azimio, and now is pulling the same thing that they worked for a very long time, pulling that Azimio apart. Is this a reflection of what we should expect in government when Azimio and Raila Amolo Odinga becomes the president of the Republic of Kenya? Has Raila Amolo Odinga not learned any lessons from the relationship in Jubilee government where Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto are unable to agree, causing some form of paralysis in government? What kind of leadership can this lead to if such an obvious, a simple problem could not be resolved outside and now has to play out in the public domain? Kalonzo Musyoka has not had a very good relationship with Madam Ngilu, Professor Kibwan, and Dr. Mutua, to the extent that he is unable to bring them together on board into Azimio. Sometimes I wonder what was all these long protracted discussions between Kalonzo Musyoka, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and Raila Amolo Odinga that could not foresee this kind of thing that we had actually warned and talked about before this happened. It's an unfortunate situation that in leadership like of Azimio, a little problem is now playing out in the public domain and is able to actually bring a portion of Azimio out of Azimio. What is so complicated, so difficult, so scientific, so difficult for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and for that matter the presidential candidate Raila Amolo Odinga, to manage, whereby it's coming out and playing in the public gallery? What do you think? The entry of Kalonzo Musyoka, what should Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga do to ensure that those partners of DAP Kenya of Western and Maendeleo ChapChap and NARC Kenya ensure that they are all in Azimio and don't fall apart due to the entry of Kalonzo Musyoka? What do you think? Will Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga still give the deputy president slot to Kalonzo Musyoka, or will they give it, as they had initially arranged, to Mount Kenya? Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to Talk to Africa. My name is George.